Kentman. What's up, Sega lovers? It's your boy Kentman, bringing you back another video from my channel, Sega Collecting. Today will be a recap video. If you haven't heard by now or seen it by now, this will be a recap video of the trailer that just came out a couple days ago. So if you haven't watched it by now, please, I assure you to go watch that trailer first and then come back to this video, because there's going to be a little bit of spoilers but my own opinion on what I think about the trailer. Also, I just want to note that this isn't an opinion based video, so if you don't like my opinion, I suggest you get a new one. No, I'm just kidding. If you do disagree with some of the things in this video, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to know your discussion on your own discussion on this video and on this topic about what I'm about to relay on you guys. So now that we got that out of the way, let's get started into the video. So as you see from the title, my video is going to be about someone dying in Sonic Forces, and this is why I feel like someone is going to die. This story is super dark, like super dark, and if you haven't seen the trailer by now, in that trailer there is so many scenes that are very questionable about how dark they are. So let's go back to the beginning from the first trailer of how when Sonic first meets Infinite, and how Infinite and Sonic's encounter was a little different. How when he first meets Infinite, he was kind of skeptical of him. He was still overconfident of how he was. Normal for Sonic, like when he first meets someone, being as fast as he is, his speed can make him overconfident that he can outspeed anybody. Which he's Sonic, of course he can. That's my boy, you know. That's what he does. But after the fact, when he finds out that Infinite is actually a lot more of a threat than he might have thought before, things get a little wonky with their relationship and how things play out. So this is why I think some people are going to die. From this still shot right here, where you see the entire gang of the Resistance and how they're all lined up ready to battle. There's a few characters that are missing that I feels like is going to die. So first, I should say, the first person on the high chance I think of who's dying, who breaks my heart because I do not want him to die because he's my boy too, is Tails. Because you do not see Tails at all in most of the trailers. He is one of the most predicted people to die in this in the game. People are very skeptical of him dying because you don't see him a lot in most of the in the base that they're in. You don't see him on the battlefield. You don't see him tagging along with Sonic in most of the cutscenes of the new trailer. And you just, especially from this shot of him protecting these iconic created characters, my prediction is saying that right after Sonic got beat up, Tails tried to protect these kids and something happened to him. I don't know what exactly, but either he got captured or Infinite just killed him. Because I mean, going by the one shot of him shooting that laser and destroying an entire town, it shows that Infinite is not afraid to destroy and kill people. So it just makes me wonder what he did to Tails. You know, after, I'm assuming this shot is right after the fact that he beat up Sonic, and something between there and there happened, you know. So that's my first predict, that Tails is probably one of the people that's going to die. My other person that I think is going to die is Amy, because she is also another person who's not with the rest of the heroes on the battlefield. You only see her once in the whole lab when they're all talking with Silver and all that, and I know you only see her once in like the intercoms. But as I stated in my last video of the Knuckles one, is that you don't really you don't know when these conversations is happening. You don't know what time in the story that they're talking. This could happen early in the beginning or right in the middle, and something happens that makes them die. So I don't know, man. I don't really have much on Amy because they haven't really shown a lot about her. But going by this picture, she's also one of the people on the high list of me thinking that she is not, something happens to her as well, because of her not being here, and you only see her for that one big scene of them talking in the computer room or the Resistance base, you know. The third person I think who is going to die possibly is Vector, because Vector also is not in the Resistance picture, and the fact that you only see him in the room just like Amy, so his situation is pretty much the same as Amy, where he stands, where I'm thinking of something maybe happened to him as well, because you don't see him, but he could be off doing something else on a different part of the Resistance. Who knows? Only time can tell whenever the game actually comes out and the story develops a little bit more for us. And the last one, who I think is going to die, which is a bit of a stretch, you know, but here is what I'm thinking. Another person you don't see who is very important to the story is our created character. Now, why is that? You know, he is in almost every other scene. You see him interacting with Sonic for most of the time. You see him talking to the other cast members. But when it comes to the main Resistance fight, he's nowhere to be found. Why? You know, so that makes me wonder, what if Infinite and the created character is one and the same? You know, going by the shot where they're actually talking, where Infinite meets your created character for the first time, it seems like they have an interaction to where either he's meeting him for the first time or he's telling him something important. I don't know, obviously, because it wasn't in English, so we can't tell until the English trailer comes out. But my prediction, something in our created character in Infinite has some type of relationship of either being created at the same time, they're being a part of each other, or something, you know, something is that. But those 4 people are my high in demand of people who I think is going to die, because like I said, with this big story and how the story is progressing as a very dark and very brutal story, you know, in a story like this, it's very hard not to see someone die. It would be very surprising to see Sega push it that far. Not saying they haven't done it in the past, you know, because with Sonic 06, even though people didn't really like it, they did kill Sonic, you know, even though they brought him back in the end, but they did stretch it to where they did kill him, you know. And I mean, they're not afraid to kill off a character in the past, you know, with, you know, Shadow and Maria and, you know, other stuff, you know. So Sega has gone dark before, and it has been a while since they've done that. So it will be a very surprising thought, and surprising to see if they actually do pull that off to actually kill somebody in this game. So pretty much that's my predictions of this. Let me know what you think about this video and what you think who is going to die. If you have your own expectations or speculations that you come up with, let me know down in those comments down below, because I would love to know your thoughts and love to see what you think about this particular topic. So if you have any other questions, have any other things you want to say, please leave them down in the comments down below. Also remember to give this video a big thumbs up if you like the video, and if you do like the content, please subscribe, because I'm always making content on Sonic, unboxings, playthroughs, and everything else. So if there's nothing else, guys, you have a wonderful day and have a great day, and remember, as always, keep Sega alive and keep running fast. Deuces.